My name is Adiola Ikine. Welcome back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share our video. So today, we are going to be discussing a topic that is very, very important. We are going to be discussing a topic that a lot of people don't talk about. A topic that has to do with women. A topic that even our mothers refuse to tell us about it when we're growing up. And what is that topic? We are going to be talking about menopause, perimenopause, everything that has to do with menopause. And I will be giving you an example from somebody that is experiencing it, somebody that just barged into it without knowing virtually nothing about it. Menopause is a natural biological transition that happens to women. Some enter menopause as early as age 30, some 40, some 50. There's perimenopause. Those symptoms that once in a while you still see your period, you see your menstruation, but when you enter full menopause, the menstruation ceases. And for you to know that you have entered full menopause, you will not see your period for a period of 12 months. No stain, no sign, no period for 12 consecutive months. Now, I'll first go into why I think mothers, especially when talking to our children about puberty, about what they will experience when they start their period, the signs that they will see, how to take care of their menstrual hygiene, what they will experience when they start having children, how childbirth is going to be, what they will experience after childbirth, how we educate them about sexuality, about their body. We should, at that age that we are introducing them to puberty, we are educating them about their body. We are educating them about how they need to take care of their body, take care of themselves during menstruation. We should also tell them about menopause. We should tell them about perimenopause. I know a lot of people that menopause has gotten into hospitals. I know a lot of people that when they get to that stage, they are so confused because they don't know what is happening to their body. I actually know some people that thought that when they were experiencing menopause, it is they are under spiritual attack. Some even say their village people is after them. Some take themselves to churches, to mosques, to spiritualists, thinking that it is evil spirit that is after their lives. Meanwhile, their body is just experiencing a natural change. Of course, I won't say I've not heard about menopause before. And some people enter early menopause, some mid, some late. I will say perimenopause, you start having the symptoms even whilst you are still having your monthly menstrual period. Sometimes the menstruation might not come as at when due. Sometimes it will come more than it's supposed to. When your period starts misbehaving, so to say, then you know that something is not right. The hormonal changes is happening to your body and you're experiencing perimenopause. There are lots of symptoms that happens to a woman's body, and those symptoms vary from one another. And I believe, you see, people, when we talk about menopause, a lot of people feel menopause is not something that should be spoken about. They are so hush about it. But I think it is not supposed to be so. Menopause is supposed to be discussed openly, especially for women that have children, women that have husbands, because it affects sometimes your emotional connection. It affects your mood. It affects sometimes the way you relate. Sometimes you don't even want to speak to anybody. Sometimes you don't want to see anybody around you. Sometimes you don't want anybody to even touch you. Menopausal symptoms has broken a lot of marriages without them knowing that this is what they are going through. And it's not the end of the world, because if you have an understanding husband that you have already told about this, so that they can know how to manage it with you. Symptoms of menopause, you just start having headache unnecessarily. For somebody like me, you start having headaches. Some people have high BP, some have extremely low blood pressure, some low sugar. itchy body. Sometimes something will be crawling on your body. You will think that it is your enemies that have sent something to come and enter your, something will be crawling on your body. When everybody is looking at, there's nothing crawling on your body, but something is crawling on your body. Some people actually have entered into depression because of menopause. Some are in psychiatric homes because of menopause. It's a serious matter, and I feel that it is not being talked about enough. It is not being discussed enough. There is no more education. People are not being educated on this enough. When they talk about topics, people talk about a lot of other things, but that menopause, they shy away from it in most cases. I will say to the so I extent, it is probably few people that are still talking about it online. And I feel it's something we should talk about because it's affecting hundreds of women out there. Some are not even aware that that's what they are going through. Sometimes you have itchy eye, blurry vision. You are looking at something and you cannot read. You are doing like this. And what is happening? It is not that you have eyesight or glaucoma. Sometimes it's actually menopausal symptoms. Tooth pain, joint pain. Then the worst of all is hot flashes and heat, especially in this period that the weather is not very friendly. The weather is very hot. The heat is killing. Even inside the AC, if you have 10 or 20 ACs around you, you will be sweating profusely and people will be looking like, is this one normal? It is just going through menopausal symptoms. I'm talking about this so that people that doesn't even know about it will learn about it. Beyond the women going through it, beyond a lot of people going through it, let our community also know about it. So when they have women around them in offices, when they are in the bus stop and somebody feels like fainting, they can lend a helping hand. It is not a spiritual attack. Menopause is not a spiritual attack. It is just a normal hormonal changes in a woman's body, sometimes mostly from the ages of 45 through 55. Some can actually start at age 30, between age 30 and 40, depends on the body system and the body builds. And what, of course, we say hormones like estrogen at that period start to fluctuate, start to reduce, the body changes. So it is a period that a woman needs understanding. It's a period that a woman needs love. Most importantly, around her family members. She's not running mad. Sometimes a woman just gets home. She doesn't want to hear any sound. She's not running mad. It's just a mood swing that will face off with time. I want to encourage that as women, when we are facing things like this and we do not understand our body, we're going to do all the checks up. It is nothing, it is just perimenopause, it is just menopause. Some people actually think that they have a deadly disease. Some think that, I have kidney or liver problem. It is just perimenopause and menopause that a woman is going through. I want us to be aware, most importantly, people around women going through such should be more understanding. Even in the workplaces, there are some offices you will enter and the place is the AC is so high and they'll be like, is this person inside this office normal? The person is normal. It's just that the person's body is speaking differently to her from the way other people's body are speaking. And it is very important that as women, we should take care of ourselves. When we are in that perimenopause and menopausal stage, we should eat well, we should eat healthy, we should try to exercise. I'm sure people around me will be like, look at the person talking to people to always exercise. Does she exercise? Well, we encourage ourselves to exercise as much as just walking in your compound, as much as when you sit down in the office for more than 1 hour, 2 hours, stand up, take a stroll around and come back. The joint is not the same as it used to be, and we need to make sure that we keep the joints moving as at when due. It is also important that as much as possible, we should try to do things that make us happy. And then we should look for a hobby that whenever we are feeling low, we can I mean, probably some people like to go golfing, some people like to play table tennis, some people like to go out with friends, something that will just cheer you up and make you happy. We should try as much as possible to engage in such. Thank you very much. It's been a beautiful ride to talk to you about menopause, about perimenopause. And I think that this is not going to be a one off conversation. Soon, I will bring in a doctor that will teach us more about the health benefits and what we should do when we are experiencing perimenopause and menopause. I'm sure we have a lot of questions that we would like to ask. Before that, please, I will advise that you should put all the questions you have on the comment section so that we can bring them out and prepare with the doctor that will come and speak to us for us to understand more about menopause, about perimenopause. Thank you very much. My name once again is Adiola Ekine. Don't forget to subscribe. It's very important that you subscribe, you like, you follow, drop a comment. And what you will do for me to keep this channel going is to share with your friends and on all your platforms. Thank you again. See you in my next video. Bye.